Blessings and love and welcome to 2024. Such a blessing to be with you again for this energy update. And I am sure we are all feeling this incredible photonic galactic light that is flooding our planet. December was a really beautiful illumination of so much solar storm activity on our dear planet, and the upgrades I'm sure we are all feeling in different ways and forms. The photonic light that's essentially downloading into our electromagnetic field from the sun is really huge DNA upgrades on a galactic code level that are awakening more facets of our DNA on a cellular level, and we're moving from that carbon to crystalline evolution. This multidimensional energy that is flooding through us can cause deep fatigue, flu-like symptoms, different ascension upgrades, coughs, colds, tinnitus, ringing in the ears, and different other physical manifestations as this huge photonic light shower, if you will, really emerges through us on an energetic level. So there is so much beauty to behold with this ascension journey that we're moving through together, but it really is a deep dive and a mastery at the same time. So it's so important for us to really honor our physical being, really honor how much our energy body is moving through these waves of ascension, and really move into the heart space to have deep compassion for ourselves and others that might be going through a lot of emotional and physical transformation at this time. So we welcome 2024, which is a number 8 in numerology, which is the infinity sign. It's abundance, it's leadership, it's balance, and it's that beautiful flow of the infinite spiral of life. And so having coming out of a number 7 energetic in 2023, which was all about real alchemy and, moving from lead into gold energy, what needs to be transformed within and so without, so we can rise higher and create new, more vibrant timelines for ourselves by transforming the density within us that might feel like shadow on emotional level, and what might feel like shadow aspects in society as well, to be transformed into a higher energetic. So now we move into manifestation and abundance in 2024, and it's really asking us to step into our initiative and leadership, being the co-creators of our own reality through the mastery of our consciousness, essentially. Now, in Chinese astrology, we have the wood dragon as the archetypal energy that we're moving with. Now, this energy is about moving into our sovereignty, moving into that empowered life force energy. It's about being in our deepest authentic truth as well. And the wood being an aspect of like grounding that into reality. Now, it's interesting that we have the dragon archetype, because I know many of us work with the dragon realm energy and work with the dragon ley lines as well on this planet. So it's about really bringing in more of our multidimensional, empowered, immortal, infinite self and landing it on Mother Earth, really moving out of this like third dimensional perspective of maybe a little bit more ego navigation, and moving into more of our higher multidimensional consciousness and anchoring in more of our higher conscious awareness and light to create empowered self-led realities, understanding that we co-create our reality from our consciousness. And so our vibration and our frequency is key. So really what this new paradigm is asking us to move into is how we're really moving through consciousness being the real revolution and the liberation of the soul. And that would be a real signature of the Aquarian paradigm. Now, Pluto, who has been in Capricorn for a long time, which has been asking us to really step into an understanding of whether we are in victim or are we in co-creator? Are we in fear or are we love vibration? It's really tested us in terms of how we can step into this building our new temples of light, with integrity and soul truth, and where that isn't actually aligned within our personal journey and where that is not showing up in our society. But Pluto moving into Aquarius, officially in November for the next 20 years, but it's moving into Aquarius on the 21st of January. We are feeling these codes being born within us around what that liberation of the soul energy is, how we move into like collective humanitarian community and working for the highest divine good of all, rather than working for self-service or service to self, which is more of that limited ego survival perspective. So there is a lot of light moving through us at the minute, really asking us to upgrade our consciousness. Anything that feels like shadow, shining a light of higher awareness on that shadow, so we are able to merge with our higher frequency, that source light within, merge with the vibration of love and joy, compassion and oneness. So that becomes our geometry. And so we reflect that geometry back in our lives. So we can become more of an even sine wave, if you will, rather than a staccato kind of emotionally ego-led energetic, which keeps us in a slightly lower vibration of reality. So this Pluto moving direct in Aquarius will be a pivotal time to really break free and break through of any limited belief structures that belong to the old Piscean age. It will show us where we're still in victim, in neediness, in attachment, in codependency. All of these lower aspects of the Piscean energy that really want to be broken free from, because we've 100% in grace and gratitude had to live that experience through that Piscean era of 2000 years. But now we're moving into a state whereby we need to liberate ourselves from those codes of experience and step into our divine truth, step into our divine empowerment, step into what our soul is really leading us to in this lifetime to share. And because we are all leaders of light, we are all source consciousness in a beautiful human vessel, looking to shine our highest vibration of joy and love and grace and flow. So this is really what is being supported by the cosmos right now, is an ignition of those liberation codes, of that freedom energy. So the Uranian energy is the sky god. He helps us to fly higher. He helps us to see more of a galactic perspective on this human condition and experience that we're living through, where our soul wants to experience and be able to embody more of the divine in a physical form. So if we're able to move into more of that energy and allow ourselves to remember how powerful we are as sovereign God co-creators on this planet, and our birthright is peace, love, joy, and abundance, we get to move into these higher echelons that this plasmic light, this galactic source light is flooding us with. We get to feel that template within us and be able to raise into that template of oneness, of freedom, of bliss and joy and peace. Now, there's no wonder that there is so much shadow and contraction on the planet in terms of, what's appearing, in terms of darkness, if you will, or fear control, because our consciousness is our freedom and our liberation. It's also our empowerment. So one way to stilt us and keep our energy more locked down is to provide narratives to create fear, because then we're not love. And when we are fear, we're separated. So there is a strong call from the universe right now for us to really step into our higher embodiment of strength and power and discernment, and really feeling into, on a heart level, does this feel true to me? And as long as we are really landing and observing and managing and being responsible for our individual vibration, we collectively stabilize a unified vibration of love and oneness. And that is what is being called for with these contraction energies on the planet. It's like we get that choice point. Are we going to stay fear and victim, or are we going to be love and our empowered divine truth? So moving into this beautiful new moon in Capricorn, and remembering that Capricorn energy is the sign of the goat. It's an earth sign. It's about actually moving with joy, but building our temples of light, climbing up that mountain, but skipping up the mountain. Yeah, like moving with strength but joy, like you see those mountain goats, and being able to build our own reality with the new bricks of light, which is our consciousness, and really creating some structure and method around what we want to experience in this lifetime. This is not about giving our power away, like the Piscean age, to others, to institutions, to maybe heavier realms of religion, or governments, or archetypal dictatorial figures. This is a call for us to be leaders and like the CEOs of our own life. The Capricornian energy is very regal. It's a royal, noble energy that wants to build and create empires. And we are all responsible for creating our own empire. So it's very easy to give our power away to, our childhood, or our, teachers, or, government structures or culture, or, give our power away as an excuse for us not to build what our truest authentic reality is. But ultimately, this new moon in Capricorn, a new moon in Sun, is calling in exactly that. How do we step into being CEOs of our reality? How do we envision, our new world within? What can we really release and dissolve, just like this Pluto in Aquarius? What templates, limiting beliefs, old stories, old experiences want to be dissolved and released to birth the brand new with grace, with strength, with courage, with passion. And beautifully, this new moon is squaring the North Node in Aries, and Chiron's just gone direct. So Chiron is the wounded healer. That transit happened on the 26th of December. So all the wounds, all the old stories, all the disempowered, limiting beliefs, and things that we've given our power to or too much focus on, those wounds are asking to be healed. That is our lead to turn into gold. It's our portal to our strength, our empowerment, and our courage to lead our own lives, be the drivers of our own chariot. It's nobody else's responsibility but ours. So this new moon and sun in Capricorn squaring the North Node in Aries, which accentuates this energy, Aries being, the sign of initiating and leadership and independence and going our own way. you can see there's a strong theme for us to really step into that co-creator power and be fiercely responsible for our own reality, and be fiercely responsible for those parts of us that need parenting, where we're giving away our power to old stories, old narratives that are really looking forward to being transformed into greater light and energy to move forwards, being that goat up the mountain, step by step, creating and living more of our joy, more of our playfulness, bringing in more of what makes us want to dance up a mountain, what is it within our core heart energy, that really wants to be shone in this lifetime, because we can all be that beautiful, mountain goat skipping through this reality if we choose to, and it's always a choice. So in reflection, this is a beautiful time to really celebrate all of the medicine 2023 has gifted us. Look how much we've moved through, seeing the shadow and the contrast that we've moved through as the gold for transformation. The shadow is always a portal for transformation. How can we move through this beautiful portal right now on the 31st of December? It's a 123 123 numerology, and that's literally a gift. It's a cosmic portal to a new consciousness, a new awareness. And as we see us moving into this Pluto, which is deep soul transformation and rebirth, in the sign of Aquarius, we get deeply upgraded with pure liberation codes, like a whole new world is birthing through us. And how does that new earth look for you? What are we focusing our energy on? Because it will grow. Are we growing beautiful, divine roses and lilies and snowdrops and lilacs in our garden? Or are we continuing to focus on the old stories and narratives in the shadow? And are we continuing to create weeds? Are we watering weeds, or are we watering the most beautiful blooms in our garden? And the choice is ours. That's what this realm gifts us with. We always have the choice to rise, knowing that we're all weaving this beautiful web and tapestry together, and we're all here to support each other with our gifts. So, this is a beautiful time, if you feel that you need, to call in, all of this beautiful divine energy that's running through us in terms of, healing or mentorship, guidance, then that's what we're all here to share. And it'd be an honor and a pleasure to support you if you would like that one-to-one energy from me personally. But there's so many beautiful healers, there's so many beautiful energy guides on this planet. We're all here to shine our light, to support each other, and we all have incredibly precious gifts to share with each other. So what is yours? And make sure you're sharing it, because that is your divine birthright. It's your goal to share. And as we share, we all receive. And as we receive as one family of light, we grow in more divine abundance together. And that really is the theme of 2024. Number 8, divine abundance and manifestation for the highest divine good of all. So I hope this energy report and transmission supports you so well. I'm sending you so much love, so much light, and blessings and love, grace and joy and flow and play in 2024. So much love.